at the seafood festival we just entered. It was £15 for the weekend. I've got my little stamp. We have managed to bring in wine. I'm not sure if you're allowed to normally, but this is sort of the vibe.
Right, so what I'm going to do...
Mussels. I could smash the mussels though. I'm so excited. Woohoo! Have a little look-see. I think they have got live music here as well. How much? £15? Yeah, I do. And they've got talks about like sustainable fishing and I think other stuff to do with fishing and seafood as a whole. It's massive, but just a word. Park in Weymouth is the most. How long were we driving around for?
Like 3 hours.
3 hours. It was so long. So parking in Weymouth's horrendous. So just word though. I've got a Hell's Peach Lager, absolutely divine, and you've got a hazy IPA.
Yeah.
Was it a Badger?
So, I don't know, but there's a...
Yeah, to it. I didn't chew it.
You won't eat to it?
I don't know.
You got to try that fruit.
Is that it? Oh, yummy. Nice little lobster, had some scallops. Oh.
Huge sandwich.
Is
To
that
be
one?
fair, for this and that, 17 quid.
Give me a wow!
Wow!
Fantastic. This is what is called a hay cloy, okay? What I will do is I'll cut it down the centre because there's a little bit of bone in the middle. And what it gives you is it gives you two amazing pieces of British hake. Wrap it in pancetta. Absolute. Look at those.
Okay, this is good lighting. But yes, as you can see, it is now the week. It's not the weekend. I was really bad at vlogging this whole 2 weekends in a row. In the Dartmoor one, it was so nice. I will link everywhere we went and like describe it a little bit better. But we had like the morning in Dartmoor, then went to Sharrah Pool and we had a swim and it was so cold, like it felt so painful, but it was so like rewarding after like swimming in and you're like, whew, it was so good. And then we went to Ashburton, which I've never actually been. It's actually a really nice town with loads of cool antique shops and stuff. So we went there and then we went down to Dartmouth. We stayed in our usual favourite spot, which is Castle Road. And it was so nice, it was sunny, we had drinks, and the next day we went kayaking and the sea was so flat. Like, it was so calm. I was like, what is going on? This is so weird. We went all the way around the harbour and people's like kind of houses having a nose, and then all the way out to sea following the rocks, and we found the most amazing cave. So if you're ever in Dartmouth, you basically, the castle's there, set off there, you go across and then you just keep following it around. There's another little cove and it's basically a cave so big that when the tide's in, you can swim through it. But when it's out, you can kayak into it and it's huge. You can walk out to like another side, and it was just amazing. One of the best caves I've ever been in England, but it was so good. And then we came back and chilled. But to explain the weekend after that, I was again so bad at recording. So when we got to Weymouth, horrendous parking by the way, oh so bad, and we went to a seafood festival, and that day we only had scallops, lobster, a crab sandwich actually, and oysters. Okay, so we did have quite a lot. But then the next day and obviously I won fish in the fish auction, and oh my gosh, I left the fish in my handbag and it stank out my bag and the car and everything around it. It was horrendous, absolutely horrendous. And I still wanted to eat it, but we couldn't because it was just gone off because it wasn't cold. But no, the next day we had like lobster mac and cheese with massive chunks of lobster in, fish cakes. What else did we have? Mussels. That queue was huge, the mussels. But we saw this little MasterChef champion cooking up a storm. And I think that was it on the food front the next day, but I didn't record it, which I'm really sad about. But we just chilled on the beach, and we haven't done that for a while, just like lapping up the rays and being a bit hungover because we did get pretty drunk. I think the bubbles and the IPAs and everything there, you're like, ooh, oh, actually, but we watched this talk. Badger Brewery is a brewery. Why do I always say it so bad? is 1777 established, and they have all these fun cheese and beer pairings that was all free, and we just got to try all of their different types of beer. And the one called the Blankford Fly, I think, it's got ginger and toffee in it. It's to die for. It's so good. But yeah, that was a rundown of those 2 weekends. It's a bit discombobulated, but it's literally 6:30. It's getting dark. I have to use my sister's room for the lighting, but it's getting increasingly worse and I don't like it. Winter is coming. But yeah, I don't know whether to add in other bits or whether to just keep this as it is, because the following weekend I have got a very cozy vlog. I was meant to go to a flea market. It all went Pete Tong. But it was a massive storm and the house flooded, basically. Oh my gosh, it's all coming out. What is it? Yeah, that's... Look how cute these are. Oh, in the fireplace.
Very nice. Halloweeny.
Oh, I wonder how much. These are cute. I like them. They're really nice. They've got everything.
Nice.
Those are quite cool.
Oh my god, I love that. $2.79.
They're not bad. And like, look how nice eating tuna in that.
See, I would love to do that with bolognese because it would fill right up.
We could try it
Should we do it
tonight.
tonight?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, they are.
They are.
We have the bolognese of these. Look at the size of those shells. The amount of pumpkin. One of them actually stank of coffee. So nice. Hello. I forgot to do an intro. I only had videos of us in HomeSense, so I apologise for the chaos with that. But I had to get basically new brake pads because I did the wrong order and it's all messed up. But I've got a flea market tomorrow. It was meant to be today, but because my van's broken down, I've basically lost £36 going to the flea market in Bristol. But it is really rainy and miserable today, so it might have been a blessing. And I've managed to buy a flea market space in Exeter on Sunday. So I'm doing that. The van's all packed up. It's being fixed tonight by my friend Lee. Honestly, best bloke in the world. And then after that, I persuaded my mum, because my van's broken down, she drove us in to go to HomeSense. And the Halloween stuff is incredible. There's so much, just this candle galore. And I've never really investigated the food section, but it's amazing. I will show you what I've bought. And I'll also talk through the new pillows we've got. Also, just want to say, these are my natural eyelashes, all a bit skew with there. I got a lash lift and tint, and I've always been terrified because I was thinking, oh my gosh, like, it's gonna ruin all my eyelashes and they're all gonna fall out. Not gonna lie, some have fallen out, but not much, and they just permanently look like I've got makeup and mascara on, and I love it. It's so good, and you obviously get the natural look because it is your natural eyelashes, they're just upwards. But yes, back to the pillows. Look how nice they are. Autumnal, like proper like rattan-y, not rattan, sorry, woven. I love them. These are my brake pads. If you ever are buying brake pads from GSF, make sure you measure the brake pads before you buy them, because even if you put in your reg and the whole description of your van or your car, it might not show you the correct ones. So I learned that the hard way, and now I haven't been able to go to Bristol Flea. But for now, I'm going to cook my meal prep stuff for the week. It is Saturday and I've never cooked my meal prep on a Saturday, but someone said to me you could just freeze it, and I thought, oh my gosh, of course. So I can just freeze the stuff for the rest of the week and cook it the rest. So I'll set you up on the side. This is my bag of goodies. I've bought kale. I'm gonna try my hardest to wash this because I never wash my fruit and veg, and I need to. I've got broccoli. Get rid of these. Chestnut mushrooms, all little, of course. They're the best ones. Apparently, the brown on the mushrooms actually provides more vitamin D, I believe. So it's better to get the brown ones than the white ones. Then I ran out of miso paste. I've got more miso paste, and it was £1.79 for one, or two for £2. So snatch that up. I got the lighter one last time, so hopefully this isn't too crazy strong. I got ginger. So they didn't have any kimchi this time, and I thought, oh, I'm just gonna get ginger instead because I want something like vinegary and cabbagey. It was nice. Sweet corn. Thought I'd treat myself. I just absolutely love it. And then I've got my chicken, little 2-pack. Normally I'd get more protein for the week, but because I have got these from TK Maxx, no, not TK Maxx, Home Sense, basically same thing, buckwheat soba noodles. So they have, per 100 grams, 13 grams of protein. So that's not too shabby if I say so myself. Pretty sure that's per 100 grams. And there's 250 in there, so that's a lot of protein in the noodles themselves. So I'm gonna do like a miso chicken vegetable noodly dish with ginger and sweet corn. So that was one purchase from Home Sense. I saw the noodles and I thought I never find them anywhere. I'm buying them. And then I've got my first autumnal candle of the year. It's £3.99 and it's pumpkin and birch. It says warm pumpkin with shimmers of birch wood and autumn leaves, warm and mellow. And it is warm and mellow because I was sniffing all the candles in there and I did get a bit pumpkined out. And I know sometimes when their candles are so strong, I come into my room and I'm getting a headache because it's so strong. And I don't like having to like blow out my candle because it's too strong. But this is black as well. It's much more mellow, and because of the wood in it, it makes it more like hippie and musky, but nice and still autumnal. So I like buying small ones because I love having loads of different flavours. So this is the first one, and it's cheaper. In my head, paying £10, oh look at it, on a candle, I'm like, oh, I can't do it. But like £4, yeah. Even though I probably spend more in the long run, I like having the variety of smells. I've never cooked these before. So put the noodles into cold water and heat to the boil. Then reduce to medium heat and cook for 4 to 5 minutes. Drain noodles in a colander and then refresh with cold water. Yeah, okay, we're doing it. I wasn't gonna wash my kale, but then I said I was gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it. Let's pretend I didn't just snip. The way I cook is very much quick, fast, you know, easy, rough. I make it look pretty at the end. That's where I like to give my time, but the actual cutting, I'll just cut over it. I think uni has put it in me because then I have to do more washing up. So I will just cut it into my hands and then put it in. Because why not? I might make my chicken miso. I was going to make my mushrooms miso. But I mean, I'll put it all with each other and it will be fun. I can't wait to have my van fixed though. I think living in the countryside is all fun and games until you're an adult, or a teenager at least, and you want to go outside into town, you know, wander into town, get a coffee. I don't know if anyone else has this, but soggy broccoli. I love a crunchy, any type of broccoli, but I haven't had broccoli in a while and I had it in my lunches last week. Oh, game changer. Honestly, so good. But with regards to my meal prep, what I usually do is have loads of veggies, tomatoes, spinach, kale, mushrooms, pepper, whatever, broccoli. I've lost all the fucking vegetables. Corn, and I've switched up each week which vegetables I use. Courgette sometimes. But the usual thing is that if I have kimchi, I put kimchi in it. And I have lentils essentially with a lot of my meals as like my carb base. You know, you get those bags mixed with like lovely vegetables and not vegetables, but like flavourings. I'll get that, microwave them, put it in a pouch, have half each day. So I'll buy 2 and I'll have it for 4 days. And then I add my meat, so it might be like mince, turkey mince, chicken, fish, and put that on it, and then all my veggies, and it will usually be cooked in miso or something, soy, give it a nice flavouring, garlic, and then I'll have got ginger this time to put on, just to spice it up a little bit. And I have that because I don't have anything too carby, because it makes me tired, and also I love the fact that lentils have so much protein in, so I'm getting all the protein in it. But yes, because otherwise I will get too sleepy at work. But I love having something warm, and it's nicer than a salad, especially now it's coming autumn. Okay, that does not look that appetizing, but it tastes gorgeous. The dark miso is actually much nicer than the lighter one. Got good flavour. I'm gonna plate this all up, well, pack it into these little containers. Hopefully it all fits. Okay, I think I've made enough food for 5 meals, but I'm only here for 4. So I'm gonna be very full this week, but yes, so it's buckwheat soba noodles, kale, sweet corn, broccoli, chicken, mushrooms, and pickled ginger, miso and garlic, and that is it. It's quite strong miso though, so hopefully it's not too overpowering, but maybe a bit of lemon would be nice. Right, I'm out of the shower. I'm wearing my fairy dress. I love pottering around my room to just making it look nicer, tidier, like moving things around, changing the interior design. I look so pale in this lighting, but the mirror behind me makes it look really tan. So I don't know which one's right. I might leave my eyebrows, they're quite nice. Just doing a little freshen up. But like, I actually love doing stuff like that. Like just kind of like redecorating my room, putting stuff where it should be. I do it every night, so like my room's never like a tip. Scallops, corn puree, and what was it? Seasonal veg? Seasonal something? Oh yeah. Doesn't even look bad, but it's been raining constantly. Look at the amount of cars there are there. For, I'd say, I don't even know what time the lightning was last night, maybe like 1 a.m, 2 a.m. So it's bloody crazy. Well, out of the house, it's literally been flooding because the rain is so crazy, and my van is leaking, which is not great, but it's fixed now, so it's all good.